What is up, everyone? Welcome to Super Mario 3D World Itemless. I'm Hex Speedruns. I'm joined here by King J.
Hey, everybody.
And today we have a special treat for you. FreezyPop is going to be doing Super Mario 3D World any percent, but he's not going to be using any items at all. This run's really hard, so I'm really excited. And Freezy's the GOAT, so I know he's going to do great.
But yeah, go ahead. Take it away, Freezy.
All right. Yeah, I'm Freezy. I run Super Mario 3D World. I've been doing some item lists. We actually started doing item lists mainly because me and some friends were trying to find some backup strats just in case we lose cat suits, and we ended up really liking it. But yeah, it's a really cool category. It's definitely super hard, but like it's really fun to play. But yeah, ready whenever y'all are.
I think we're good. Yeah.
We're good, yep.
Alrighty. One of y'all want to do a countdown or me?
You want to count?
I think you got it.
Okay. Yeah. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so first level 1-1. It's not going to be that much different, but usually, you know, in the any percent speedrun, you would be getting 2 cat suits. Obviously, that's not going to happen here, so going to be a little different in that regard. And usually, a lot of like the change is only going to come in the second level of this world, because you know, the version that Freezy is playing right now is the Switch version. This game did not come out on Switch. It was on the Wii U. And one thing that they did is, you saw Freezy just do that kind of mid-air roll. That was a huge thing that they added to the Switch version that makes itemless a lot less of a punishing category. Back on the Wii U version, you couldn't do the secret exit in World 4. In the Switch version, it's pretty easy. So, you know, a lot of people have ran this category in the Wii U version because it's on the Switch version, sorry, because it's a lot easier.
I should also mention I have not seen as much itemless as other categories, so a lot of this is going to be pretty new for me, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, same here. But yeah, that was 1-1. Very good by Freezy. It's important to know that Freezy's going to be collecting some green stars, and usually in like 75% of Mario games, you don't have to collect those kind of like extra collectibles for 100%, but unfortunately in this game there's a 170 green star barrier for the final level, and in World 7 there's a 110 star barrier as well.
130.
130,
yeah.
my bad, yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But that's what we need the green stars for. So Freezy is going to route in the fastest green stars.
Yeah. Yeah, and at the end of this level, like normally to get to the I know like a lot of like any percent you just usually use catsuit just to get to the warp to World 2. But because you can't use catsuit, you have to kind of go for some kind of like difficult like ground pound jumps coming up after getting this third green star.
Yeah, usually in the Wii U version you have to use a shell and bounce off a shell, but fortunately you don't have to do that here, and you can just get up there with some abuse of the geometry.
Yeah, and we're also using Luigi for his high jump here as well. We'll get into the character differences afterwards, but
yeah, this game lets you use 4 different characters, which I don't know how I forgot to mention that, but each one of them have their distinct differences, except for Mario. No one likes Mario.
no. Well, I've heard that Freeze is going to use Mario.
Listen,
at least
I
once or
respect
twice.
it. I respect
First
it.
try.
Also,
Nice. That was
very
really,
good.
yeah, that was really good.
Freezy.
We were talking over it, but that was really good.
Yeah, so now he's going to skip the rest of World 1 and go immediately to World 2, which, I mean, obviously will save a lot of time. And he'll do that one more time throughout the run.
Yeah, so this is World 2, and what's funny is we're skipping over the Sprixies in those worlds. They will not be there in the end. They're staying in their jars.
Yeah. We get to walk past one of them and just like, yo, hey, what's going on? Yeah.
Hey, what's up? See you later.
Hey, I'll see you in like 100% later.
That is true. Shout out to 100%, which is like 7 hours, or like 6 or 7 hours.
So, essentially the reason why Freezy's been using Toad a lot is Toad has the fastest base running speed, and since you're not using the catsuit, which would be the fastest way to move around normally, you gonna opt for Toad, which is the fastest running speed for most levels.
Yeah, and on Switch version, the all characters' base running speed got increased by, I think it's 1.75% or something like that, or 1.75 times. So Toad is fast in this version.
Dude, I think they were thinking of Sonic when they were making this character, bro. Toad is so fast.
When this version was coming out, we were just like in a call and we're like, wow, Toad zooms. He's going quick.
So yeah, that was 2-1. That was actually a really hard level, and Freezy kind of just made it look easy, so that was really good.
Yeah, you're nailing all the hard stuff right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I've played through 2-1 like a lot. Like for some reason I've had that just in runs like early enough. I was like, I'm just gonna go and practice this for like pretty much like an hour and just hopefully I can get it going.
Yeah, the beginning of the run and the end of the run, like specifically, like those sections are like very hard because you got the jump in 1-2 to start off your runs. That's where a lot of resets happen. So
another thing to mention is you saw that yellow kind of trail that loads in after you beat every level to show you where the next level is. We found out a couple of years ago that mashing Y throughout that actually speeds it up, and it saved around 30 seconds throughout the entirety of the run.
yeah, and it's not like you're just mashing it. There is a rhythm to it too, to like save the most amount of time. That was just found, I think it was like a year or two after Switch version came out. It was like the most random thing, but it saves a decent amount for the longer categories, and even for the shorter categories, it saves around like I think it's like 25 to 30 seconds. So yeah.
Also, Freezy right there is using the gyro portion. This game, when it came out on Wii U, was a big proponent of using the Wii U gamepad to do kind of like quirky stuff. Obviously now on Switch, there is no gamepad. So what they did is they made a gyro controller so that whenever you press R, it recenters. And you can use that to mess around with the screen like it's a touch screen.
Yeah. Freezy's using toe controls.
Yeah.
Just like me in Mario Kart.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you use them in Mario Kart?
Yeah,
Okay.
I used Wii Wheel when I played Wii, and then I used to play single Joy-Con until my
that's crazy.
Joy-Con got insane drift.
Did it use the wheel for that too?
Nah, not
Okay.
that one. I was just like, this doesn't remind me. It kind of reminds me of Wii Wheel, so I guess I'll play it.
It reminds me of home. So this level in basically the good 100%, I'll just say it, 380 stars. This is where you own, like the only level you use Mario in that category. He's very useless.
It's not even that he's bad, it's just everyone else is really
Well, yeah,
good.
he just has nothing special about him. And, like, because everybody else has their own thing. So, yeah, Toad runs fast, and Peach hovers, Luigi high jumps, Mario exists. That's his specialty. He's here. The game's named after him. That's it.
He's there for Bowser's Fury.
That's actually true. So, yeah, this section, I feel like I do it a different way every time.
Yeah.
Also, nice job destroying that Goomba with that baseball.
Yeah, the baseball, it can pick up green stars, but which is why Freezy stayed on the pipe there. I mean, it's a lot faster than trying to just go up and get the star. That's a really cool little optimization. We're going to see a lot of that later in the Mystery House. Which, speaking of Mystery House, I think that's the next level
Yeah, it
up.
is.
Yep.
So Mystery Houses are great for this category because they essentially let you get 5 or 10 green stars very, very quickly. And with the amount of those we get, they make up for at least like a quarter of the green stars throughout the run. Same thing with Captain Toad levels, but we'll get there later, obviously. And they're basically pretty much just enemy gauntlets or like...
Little, like, challenges,
Yeah,
like
challenge
10-second
rooms.
challenges. Also, there's like these hit indie games you guys might have heard of. What's the name? Oh yeah, Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's a pretty small one, but I like the reference.
Good old Melee. Love that game.
It destroys my hands.
I
you
don't
also
think
do
it's
that.
that bad.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I play Ice Climbers, so like they don't
Oh,
destroy
yeah.
my hands nearly as much.
If you play Fox, it destroys your hands.
Yeah, playing Ice Climbers is how I got my name in the first place.
Oh yeah. Also, here's a Katsu refill. We don't need it, so. Yeah, the only quote-unquote items we're allowed to get is checkpoints, which will get you from like small to power it up, like to big. Yeah.
No, they do mushrooms as well.
And mushrooms.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
you can
can't
get
like
mushrooms.
any special power-ups.
Fair enough.
Yeah, mushrooms, stars, and then like stuff like the cannon hat, the propeller hat are fine. It's just like, yeah, no boomerang flower, no tanuki leaf, no katsu, and no fire flower.
Also, yeah, this is our first instance of seeing a blockade where you have to beat a bunch of enemies and you're gonna get one green star from it. You normally like destroy these guys with cat suits, but we like one ground pound will do it for each of them. So yeah.
Yeah, the gyro touchscreen is really broken in this game. It does a lot, and you'll see a lot of it later on.
Yes, coming. We have our another item that we're allowed to use, which is the double cherry. At least I believe we're allowed to use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just one. Yeah. Oops. So this one, it doesn't really like transform you into anything. It just duplicates you.
It's rather easy to desync these characters and get them in a weird pattern, but with
Like right now.
experience- yeah, like literally as I'm saying it.
Oh,
And-
that toad is getting destroyed.
He's
Yeah,
trying his best.
Getting a concussion in the bottom corner. It's
The
insane.
level doesn't advance until all of your clones are in the pipe, which kind of sucks.
Oh,
One toad left behind. Bunch them in the corner. There you go.
Rally the troops. So that right there is an example of getting a power up from the checkpoint.
Yeah. It's like the buddy system. You kill that guy to spawn the pipe, and get them all. Okay, never mind. There they go in.
Also, this is an example of a level that's drastically different because usually in the any percent category, you don't need 4 clones because you can just climb with the catsuit. But I mean, again, we're running itemless, so.
Yeah. The catsuit life is not for us
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Also, another thing that I think we glossed over is for whatever digit the timer ends, if it ends on 1, 3, or 6, you'll get fireworks at the end of every level. So Freezy will probably look to avoid that because it loses a couple seconds each time.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like the amount of fireworks you get is respective to the number. So I think it's like something like 0.5 per like 1. So like 1 is 0.5, 3 fireworks is 1 second, and then 6 is 1.5. Also, I hope you like auto scrollers here. Let's go. So yeah, 3D World has a couple of these auto scrollers, and this one you can't. You can speed it up at the end, but for now we're just going to jam with Toad a little bit. That fire flower is tempting, isn't it?
I really missed the power-ups, but we can't use them right
Yeah,
now.
I was gonna ask, have you ever like accidentally grabbed one and ended your run?
I've grabbed one and like actually still PB'd. I just had to reset the level all over again.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, thankfully they're forgiving where you don't have to just immediately like reset the run. You can just, I think, exit the level.
Yeah, you basically just reset the level. There's in the Switch version they added a try again feature to the level, so you can just like reset it really quick. And yeah, this is the cannon box head that we were talking about before. So, Toad is a menace right now.
Yeah, actually, if you pick up an item and during an itemless speedrun, you just get banned from the leaderboards instantly.
You're like supposed to tell
like,
them that.
You just get like exiled from the community.
We are verifiers for the game. We endorse this message.
Gotta try not to get banned.
It's a hard challenge. No, we at the 3D World community though, like we're like if you want to learn the game, like there's many people in that Discord that will help out. We don't see too many people picking the game up nowadays, so it would be cool to have some new people join.
All right, time for everyone's favorite, end of world boss fight. Freaking Boom Boom. Yes, Pom Pom is in the game. We'll see her later. It's as easy as you would expect.
Yeah. There's 2 different fights that we're going to see at Boom Boom. The second one is harder, but this one's just, the usual.
I kind of think the second one might be easier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he doesn't go invisible in that one.
Yeah, and he always like spawns like up here for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think, yeah, he can spawn in other areas in that second fight, but I think the top one is like the most likely. Also, I always like to rate the hair of the Sprixie. This one's not that great.
Coming up, all right, World 3. I'm gonna just say it. I love World 3. I don't know. I don't know
I
if
do like
anyone
World
else.
3.
I really love World 3.
I was. Oh wait, I was gonna say, are we doing Ice Glitch in 3-1?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just didn't know if we do it in Animals or not.
Yeah, you can still go for it.
Yeah, no, World 3 is cool because, well, in any percent, there's no Katsu refills pretty much throughout this entire world. But thankfully, in item list, that's not an issue.
It does not matter.
Yeah, so it makes World 3 a little more bearable. It's really going to be exciting to see how Freezy manages to do some of these levels without items, especially levels like 3-7.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cool.
So 3-1, we have our like I was mentioning, Ice Glitch. This is like one of the easiest tricks to do. Like, try it out at home. We're gonna grab this propeller and we're going to zoom by like starting with a little bit of speed, going onto the ice. Oh, we lost the propeller. But so we might not be able to show too much, but we're gonna show it right here.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, just by mashing the crouch button, you can just build up a lot of speed, and it looks really funny. It looks really funny without the cat suit.
Yeah, usually you would bring the propeller, but Freezy did a really good job in like adjusting after losing that propeller, so that's really good. A lot of this game is just being able to kind of think on your feet when stuff goes wrong, because in pretty much every category, stuff will go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, knowing backups and stuff like that is
Yeah.
very important. Also, again, that mid-air roll coming into play, that mid-air dive, to get that green star on Wii U. Honestly, I have no idea how to get that without the catsuit. I think maybe with Peach's flutter.
I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
I
mid-air dive is just like
Yeah.
them adding that has just made this like so much more like bearable.
Yeah. That and also skipping cutscenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like this version is just the best version. for
Yeah,
speedrunning.
definitely. It does have like some differences. Like there's a trick we can't do that we get out of bounds on the overworld map. That's like the only downside in my opinion.
Although technically you can still do
You
it.
can still do it, but with like I think it's 3 controllers. Yeah. Also, yeah, just holding again more cursor stuff. Holding that, holding the wall so it doesn't rotate. But yeah, the beginning of the Wii U version, you would have to sit through a 2-minute unskippable cutscene. So thankfully, we didn't have to see that in this version. It makes it a lot better just for resets.
Unfortunately, though, you do get to skip the credits, which means no bathroom break in the longer
Yeah, in
categories.
380 or 100%. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, these we can also like tap these boos to make them disappear. Thank you for demonstrating. Yeah. And that's another thing as well. You can also pause the cardio, which we're probably not gonna do because this one moves us forward. So yeah. And we actually have to ride this couch.
What was that?
That's a backflip.
Do that?
Yeah. If you just hold if you hold crouch, you'll just get like a high jump.
Shout out to Toad's voice line. He's very excited to be here. Also, Freezy got the flag. That wasn't the flag. What?
No way. Oh.
Oh, okay. That was the flag.
Listen, guys, he was just trying to avoid fireworks. That was completely intentional.
Oh, that is true, yeah. Wanted to show off that was the real flagpole. Wanted to test it out with Toad's head.
Yeah, boo levels try to trick you out like a lot because, you know, boos are like kind of like tricksters, so they like to just play pranks the entire time.
Shout out to the one in I think it's World Flower that's like actually like it constantly loops around unless you find the hidden warp block. So
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
You know who never played tricks on us, though?
who?
Captain Toad.
Captain Toad
My
is a
goat.
homie. My
Yeah.
goat.
Captain Toad, my goat. He even got his own game.
That is true, and his game came to Switch before the 3D world did, which is kind of crazy.
But yeah, so Captain Toad's gimmick is he can't jump. So basically, he's just going to be walking around, and Freezy's going to route out this level. He's not going to do it in complete order. He's going to route out so that, you know, we can keep the running speed for as long as we can, and going to do the level in an order that makes it so that there's the least amount of backtracking, and that's going to be consistent with every Captain Toad level.
Yeah, and the main gimmick with Captain Toad is like he can't jump, so
Yeah.
it's basically just like small puzzle levels in like this cube format.
Do y'all know the lore of why he can't jump?
Nope.
The lore of why he can't jump is because he has that backpack on.
Yeah, his backpack's too heavy, so he can't jump.
Why doesn't he just take it off? Like, what is he carrying in there?
All of his
Bricks.
treasure.
Oh yeah, true. He's like Indiana Jones,
There has to be rocks in that backpack.
weighing him down. By the way, if you got time, Freezy, we have a donation that came in. If
Oh,
you want to
sure.
read that.
Yeah, I
wanna read
got
that
you.
hex? Yeah.
We have $5 from the Death Lord. It's crazy how different movement is without catsuit. I agree.
Yeah. Again, I'm so used to the cat suit, so it's throwing me off. We're gonna see so much of Toad though, and he's my main man, so love to see it.
Yeah, so warping there is faster by like a second.
Yeah. And it's really easy to do. That's like just small thing you can implement. Those time saves add up over the course of the run.
Also, 100 seconds. What are we going to do?
Go fast.
Fair enough.
Speed run. Oh yeah.
So this
no hover, yeah.
there's a reason why there's no 100% item list because wait, actually no. What am I saying? Sorry. This is a character level. You'd have to have Peach in order to get the stamp, but obviously,
Yeah.
since we're doing any percent, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that at the start. Just pretend like I didn't say anything.
I think you were thinking of a different level, maybe.
I
or,
was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a few character switches that have stamps usually, and then there's one for a green star in the special worlds. Again, we're not getting the stamp, so we don't have to worry about it. All right, so here's Kamek. We'll see if these guys can be a little tricky, especially in itemless. Oh, as showcased.
Oh.
Another small time save that we will see a few times, again, more with touchscreen. I don't know if you know this, Freezy, but like when green stars spawn in, if you like hold where they're going to spawn, they actually like spawn in quicker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so yeah, I think it saves like 1 second each time. So yeah.
Also, we have $25 from Drywall saying, sorry I couldn't make it to the venue for your run, but good luck, Freezy. I know you're going to do great.
Yo, let's go. Thank you, Drywall.
Yeah, shout out to the early morning people who are like watching at home or in the audience who came out to watch this run. We definitely appreciate it. Get some early morning 3D world in for you.
So this is a water level, and pretty much what you see is what you get with these water levels. But I think that, you know, I like these kind of levels, especially this one because it's kind of just like a chill level.
Yeah, the music is really
Yeah.
chill, yeah. You can fall asleep to this music.
Yes.
This game just has really good music.
That is true.
It's probably one of the best songs in the game.
Also, shout out to Jolly Roger Bay back there.
Oh, there's two of them.
Oh, they've duplicated. Also, I want to shout out Freezy for all the grinding he's been doing for this category. You've been lowering your PB like so much before this event, so I got to give props to you.
Freezy been grinding.
Yeah, I've been just playing this like kind of like nonstop for
Yeah.
like the past like month.
This in Mario 64.
Yeah.
We're gonna go up here to this secret area, and we're gonna get our Green Star 3. We're actually gonna skip Green Star 2 because it's just really slow. And yeah, we can normally climb up here with the cats. We gotta wait for a little bit for the water to rise up.
And this will spawn us at the top part. Doesn't really do much for us in this run, but you know, it's a cool little thing.
Yeah, again, the later like other categories, like 380 stars, you need to get the top of the flagpole to unlock later worlds, but doesn't matter in any other category. So just grab the bottom because it's the fastest.
All right, coming up 3-7. I'm gonna say this is probably the hardest level in the world.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, 100%, yeah.
But you know, my goat Freezy is gonna make it look like light work. I already know.
Yeah, this level used to be just like the level I used to struggle with the most casually when playing this game, and like when I first started running the game, this one took me a while too.
Shout out to the Switch version having online co-op because like this level in co-op is really hard.
So funny.
It also has some of the funniest clips. Also, I did not know that star was there.
I'm not gonna lie, neither did I.
You're teaching me things. Oh, that guy just disappeared.
Died.
Yeah.
He had a place to be.
Gone. Yeah, as you saw in the last level, Freezy did not get the second green star. just because it would have been really slow and Freezy can get a different one somewhere else.
Yeah, and the routing's really interesting because I think you can pick and choose between, like with the levels that we do, you can cut out, I think, 10 or something like that of your choice. And some of them are really easy to choose, but there's also some that are like more up to preference, really. Are you going for the jump here?
Well, can't do it anymore.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
There's you can jump from the top there to down here, but the death plane is really crazy. So
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
yeah, then this ending part, gonna grab this this third green star here as well. This part, like with the catsuit, you can skip this platform, but we gotta wait it out here.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't don't die. But building up the speed and jumping.
Where's he going? Oh, there he is.
There he's going.
Yeah, very good level by Freezy.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Again, that one, like, it's very easy to die on that one.
And then coming up, last level of World 3. Well, technically second to last, but
Yeah.
It's the
Technically.
train level. And two things about this level. One, has probably the best music in the entire game. And two, it's an auto-scroller asterisk. Like, there's like,
Yeah.
it's an auto-scroller.
Auto-scroller-ish.
You can advance certain parts of the auto-scroller by jumping between the two trains, but I'm pretty sure that's only in any percent because you need a catsuit for it.
Yeah, as far as I know, I cannot reach that other
yeah.
train.
Well, actually, no, you can grab the Tanuki and build up full running speed with Toad, actually. That's the way that I do it in any percent. So if you want to do that here, you can do that.
I mean, we could still. No, we can't.
I was
do
going
it.
to say, if you want to show it up, if you want to try it out.
We would just have to
I
try
respect
again.
it. I respect it.
I was trying to psych him out. Did it work? It's okay, I'm trying to I'm making sure we're all awake still. I'm gonna lie, I 100% forgot it was animals for a second. I was like, yeah, just grab the Tanuki. Like,
No, I love playing this level in any percent. I just like advancing the train.
No, this level in 8% is one of the coolest, which is cool because otherwise it would be a pretty boring auto scroller.
yeah, there's some pretty unique auto scrollers where we can skip a decent amount of them. Like I said, 2-tank we can't skip really anything of it, but this one we can skip some stuff. And then there's one in World 6 that you can pretty much like do off screen, which is crazy. Yeah, just hold on to that guy to make sure he doesn't shoot at us. Alright, so this is Pom Pom, and she's gonna duplicate herself. It's actually like harder in this version to tell which one's the real one before she spawns. On the Wii U version, it was like way easier to tell because of the positioning of the pink clouds that were like separating.
Yeah, if it's closer to the ground, that's the one. But I'm not gonna lie. People say that. I think that's low-key kind of cope. I think I don't know. I don't know.
On the Switch version, the way you can tell, it's like the real one sparkles a little bit more. Yeah, but the Wii U version, it was about the height. And that's World 3, totally. Nothing else in World 3 for us.
Yeah, no, I right to World 4.
Yeah. It would be crazy if something happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's like a 10% chance that
Yeah.
like you could get put in a mandatory
That's
level.
really bad luck, though. Like, there's a small
Yeah.
chance that there's another island that like this pipe can take you to.
Nah, no way.
But that'll never happen. Not with marathon luck or anything like that. So. Oh
Bro.
no, we got it.
Oh,
dang.
no.
You spoke it into existence.
All right, reset. It's over. Pack it up. Go home. No, that was on the fly joke telling. You're welcome. We'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen.
It is time for Histocrat, which if you watched the E3 trailer for this game, you saw Histocrat. And so Freezy's going to choose Luigi here because he can do a skip. Well, skip.
Quote unquote
but
skip.
like, you know, a time saver on how to beat this boss a little faster, which you'll see. And it really is cheese.
Yeah, like, you're supposed to wait for him to spawn these snakes to climb up with the cat suit, but you can just do this. like you could just ground punch jump or spin jump and then dive at the peak. And it's really easy too.
Yeah.
Very, very lenient. It's actually harder to do this like on Switch version. They very like only if you play the Wii U version like a time would you notice this, but they nerfed characters' jump heights. So on Wii U version you could literally just spin jump and make it, which is good because we didn't have the mid-air dive.
Yeah, I think you literally, if you are watching this run and has never played 3D World, you could probably pick up a controller and do that skip.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, easily.
And all the characters can do it too. So even Toad, I mean, he has like the smallest jump.
Going into now we're going into World 4. And, you know, listen, I'm a fan of World 4.
I do like World 4. We're going to skip some of it.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
going to skip a bit of it. But ideally, we don't skip the good level.
The good level.
And if we end up doing the good level, I'll say it's the good level, but I don't want to say it's the good level if we're
Trying
not
to think
going
of
to
what
do
the
it.
good level is.
I just realized we're like sub 30 entering World
Yeah, no,
War.
that's
really
really
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I was
really
gonna
good
say
time.
you've been playing really clean right now.
Yeah. Dude, he's built for these moments, bro. Freezy doesn't fold.
He's built different. Also, so I was gonna mention this now because this is a good place to mention it. And the difference between like routing in categories for like any percent and item lists for Wii U version compared to Switch version is on Wii U. There's an out of bounds in World 8. We found this from. Like, we literally found it from Miiverse. Shout out to Miiverse and rest in peace to Miiverse. Some guy from Japan posted a picture of him standing on the pipe entrance to World 8, and we played Pictionary with him on Miiverse to figure out how he did it. But basically, you use that to jump back down to World 4's Mystery House. But we can't do that in this version in single player, and we're not gonna be doing that in this this run. So we're gonna play like about half of World 4, and then go back and skip the rest.
Freezy, why don't you grab the Katsu? It's right there.
It's right there for you.
It's so tempting. I really want to.
I for a second I thought you were going when you hit it. I'm like Freezy. I know. I know you
just
want
gotta make
to.
sure y'all are alert. That's all.
Keeping us on our toes. We are gonna do a little bit of a damage boost here and there, just like that.
Just a little auto-scroller mini skip.
Yeah, see, it's like 7 seconds. Yeah.
So that was 4-1. Pretty fun level, but nothing too ordinary. This next level, though, it's
a level.
I'd like to say that it's probably one of the hardest in the run.
I agree. Yeah. When you do this level like well, it feels really good.
Oh yeah, definitely. This level, even with a catsuit, I always would consider it one of the hardest levels, and without catsuits, it's going to be that much more difficult. But again, what did we say? Freezy does not fold. The FP in FreezyPopFP actually stands for fold proof.
Foolproof. I like that. But yeah, so we can tap on these piranha plants to bring them back to where they came from. That's such a weird way of saying, but
All right.
that's like the best way I could have worded it. That's like the only way, the only thought that came to mind. But yeah, they have like a spawn area that they come from, and then like tapping them back into the area that they spawned from. There you go, a little bit better. And we're gonna play this level twice, by the way. So, yeah.
I see a different character in this level
Maybe.
for the next time.
Also, we're gonna try to skip this stamp. Nice. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh.
The stamp hitboxes are actually pretty big. Nice. Just showing. So that it's actually kind of hard to time that sometimes in any percent. Like people when they start running this, timing that random item box to get a Katsu in any percent. There's 2 different ways you can do it, and Freezy just showing off. Like.
Was that our first green star? Like not green star, but like the where it spawns 8 coins.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like if it'll spawn like 8 coins, and if you get all of them, you'll get a green star. But you can literally tap it with the cursor, which I think is a little OP. But I'm not complaining.
It really, yeah, it really is overpowered.
It's makes it so much easier.
It was way harder on the Wii U days because you had to like tap them with your finger on the gamepad, or as I like to do, tap it with my nose. So because you don't want to lose those seconds by taking your hands off the controller.
We have a Boulder Blockade.
I don't like
These
boulders.
guys are free. Watch this. If you tap them with your cursor, they just instantly shell up.
Shell up is a great way of wording that.
Also, you can use Boulder to kill Boulder.
Yeah.
Very cool thing. That's it.
Yeah, we're gonna see these boulders again for a boss fight, and that's like more difficult than this, I promise.
Oh yeah.
It's actually much more difficult than this. I think that's like the hardest boss in the run, just because of like saving time and stuff like that.
I think it might be the hardest one to me.
Oh, like in general, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's definitely up there. And in like 3D, you have to do it 3 times.
All right, it's time for the good level.
Oh, this is the
Yeah,
good level.
dude, this is my favorite level.
In
I love
itemless,
this
it's
level.
boring,
I don't
though.
care. It's my favorite level. This, when I first played the game, this level was like all I could do, and I love it.
This level is really cool because you can skip the end of it. Are you able to skip the end of it in itemless, or?
I don't think so.
I was gonna say I'm not 100% sure about that.
I don't think we can. Well, I haven't been able to.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I've never seen this strat. I'm very, very
Oh yeah,
intrigued.
yeah, because like you can do like 90-degree wall jumps to get up there, but that's pretty hard. And so like just carrying this is actually like the intended way too.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the intended way.
Bruh.
Shout out to Nintendo for like I always use a catsuit. I don't think I've like ever not used a catsuit for that. So
I guess you could say that's some Nintendo strats.
stop. It's early morning. I'm not ready for the puns.
And Freezy was triggering that auto scroller earlier, so that saves a little bit of time being able to just kind of jump over to
Yeah,
it.
it gets it started. Also, shout out to the goal block that's coming out here. You're gonna put that like, yeah, that doesn't count as an item. So, and we're gonna farm some money right here. Speaking of money, if you guys want to send in some donations, we will read them out. So if you want to get some nice words to Freezy, or anyone else during this event, make sure to donate for sure.
Yeah. Urban Arts is a very good charity.
Yeah, and you can also get yourselves entered in the raffle for some pretty awesome prizes. So yeah, now this unlocks the mystery house. We really want this mystery house because it has 10 green stars, and those are very needed for the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, these 10 green stars are like winning the lottery.
It's a little easier than winning the lottery.
Listen, this level can be pretty hard.
That
You
is
don't
true,
know.
yeah. So instead of fighting enemies, we're gonna be just doing like these platforming challenges. And once again, Toad is just like the best for base ground running, so we're gonna be using him. Shout out to Toad's like screams, by the way. He's very vocal in 3D World. And yeah, tapping these boxes so that we can just run in a straight line. I think this is like, in my opinion, the hardest part of this mystery house is that one.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've
I have one
I've died
that's
to the
harder.
Goomba part before.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot the Goomba part too. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, ground pound to kill your speed there.
Yep.
It's very easy to run off the edge.
Another difference between the Wii U version and the Switch version is in the Wii U version, it used to be a thing where you could keep your momentum throughout like boxes, pipes. They got rid of that, unfortunately, on the Switch version.
Which sucks because there's like a lot of cool strats and other levels that we just can't see anymore. And like, yeah, keeping it out of water too is another thing. So. All right, so now we are going to do another map warp, and we're gonna warp back to the beginning of World 4, and we're gonna do 4-2 again.
Yep.
So we can skip the rest of the world. So bye, Sprixie. We'll never see you again. It is really funny, and it's a fun attention to detail. The Sprixies that you don't save just won't be there at the end.
Whoa,
and
who's this guy? Is this a DLC character?
I've never seen this guy in my life.
You know, he's a part of the gang. And it's his game, so we might
That
as
is
well
true.
play him one time.
Gotta give him the love.
Who invited this guy?
Yeah, Freezy, I went into Freezy's chat, and I was like, I'm interested to see what characters you pick, and I think you warned me. You were like, I'm gonna use Mario. Like,
Yup.
all right, so we got to go up here on this this block and just barely get up there. Again, you're supposed to use Katsu, but we're not about that lifestyle, so.
I just can't support that catsuit lifestyle.
You can't support it at all?
Nope.
Okay. Oh yeah, they also added something about the Switch version too. They added the quick pipe entry, which is actually slower in like ground pounding into a pipe, and it loses time compared to just doing it normally. So
Wait, seriously?
yeah, it loses half a second, or like maybe not half a second, but like less than that. But
Oh man.
it does lose time.
Also, another Captain Toad level. This one's pretty fun. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
again,
one's cool.
This one's cool, and like it's like you can take damage, which most people do. It is a little bit faster to do damageless, but we'll see what happens if we can see some sweet weaving between the boos here. This is the level in the Wii U version that I coined the term nose strats, like I said from before, because these blocks you use the touchscreen, but you always had to keep running with Toads. I would just use my long nose to tap it.
So it's possible to go like on the side of that block to skip
Oh,
having
so
to move
close.
it.
Aw, dang.
But one time I was doing a run of this game and I fell trying to do that strat, and I never again. Bro. It was like never.
Oh, you mean like the
Yeah.
corner? Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to tap that block, but you risk falling down and losing like a minute. So
Not fun.
yeah, not a fun time. So do we do the next Captain Toad now or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a Captain Toad in stage in World 1. We didn't see it because we didn't go to that part of the map, but there's a pipe that leads us back to World 1. It's kind of like a shortcut, and for some reason, even like if you haven't been to that part of the map, you can still go to it. So we're gonna go there, and the Captain Toad stage is still accessible. So.
Yeah. That actually
Say
works
hi to the
out.
Spritzy and everything too.
That actually works out a lot in our favor because after this level, we'll have 80 total green stars, and that allows us to. There's a split path coming up. One level is Tricky Trapeze Theater, and then the other level is Backstreet Bustle.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
Backstreet Bustle is a 100-second level, so it's very, very quick.
And it's like
yeah.
the shortest level.
Oh yeah, no, like it's the
one of
shortest
them.
level. And so in the Wii U version, because we did the out of bounds clip, we never would go do 4-4, which is my favorite level, the level.
The level.
And we would not have 80 stars at this point, so we'd have to do the trapeze level, which is like a minute slower.
Yeah.
And so that's another cool thing about the Switch level. It kind of takes out. And that level's not easy, by the way. Like
Yeah.
that level's pretty tough, so it takes that out, and that's really cool, I think.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that was a very cycle-based level,
Yeah.
and Freezy just nailed it.
Yeah,
so-
very, very good.
Yeah. Depending on which category you do, you either do like this one first or later on. So it has different cycles you have to get used to for different categories because of the text at the beginning teaching you about Captain Toad. So you got to get used to both of them if you run both the categories.
Yeah, now we gotta say bye to Mario again.
Yeah. To be fair, again, I'm not a fan of Mario. I'm a Mario hater.
Also, nice little strat there from Freezy throwing the shell. I actually would never have thought of that.
Yeah,
Freezy,
I don't think I've ever seen that. That's a really cool strat that you do there. And I have seen the other one, like the other one we knew about, like throwing it into the tunnel there. But yeah, oh, that one too. I've never seen.
dude, Freezy is an innovator.
Honestly,
Modern day like Galileo, bro.
the like galaxy-sized brain
Yeah.
strats coming. That's very unique. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that. Pet Toad on the head there.
Oh yeah.
Give him a little pet for good luck.
And we're gonna skip the second green star here because it's another one of those rainbow panel rooms, which we saw in like World 2. But that one's like really slow and out of the way, so we're not gonna even bother.
Shouts to Plusy's one appearance. So, unless we do a level in World 8, that's another split path. But it's all up to preference, basically. I don't know if you want to do 8-2 or 8-3.
I think we will end up doing it. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I usually go for 8-2.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we will see Plessy again.
Yeah. So yeah, not his one appearance. I lied. My bad.
Chat, can we get some Nessies? Capital N, Nessie, in
Yeah.
the chat.
Oh,
Shout
I
out to
love Nessie.
I don't think they have it in chat. But also, Plessy's adorable. Bye,
love
Plessy.
Plessy.
I love what Plessy ways we Yeah, give him a pat. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
He was just avoiding fireworks.
That
like
actually,
he
that
never,
actually, yeah. He never misses.
never.
All right, so yeah, now we're doing Backstreet Bustle. So yeah,
The level.
the level.
The level of all time.
They really peaked here with game design. It's insane.
Listen, speedrunners are happy. It's a good
That is
level.
true, yeah. It is like it just feels so like condensed, like yeah. I don't know. I felt like it was supposed to be a lot more here. Also, a really cool green star here at the beginning. Like this, in my opinion, one of the weirder ones. Just ground pound this spot here. If you see anything weird, just ground pound it, apparently. Also, you're supposed to grab clones here, but again, we're not about that life. We don't need to do that.
Yep, so that was Backstreet Bustle. Again, a
Yep.
lot faster than the other level.
Did you blink? You probably missed it.
Yeah, so again, that level, really good that we kind of swapped the other level out with this one.
Yeah.
Makes the route a lot more bearable.
And now in my opinion, I think this is probably like one of the harder blockades because we're gonna have some of these
charging chucks.
yeah, and there's actually 5 of them, so little 5-on-1 football scrimmage we're doing right now. We're gonna see
will
if Toad.
win?
Oh, we're gonna see if Peach can get the ball. I thought you were gonna use Toad.
Yeah, I just use Peach and just float above him.
Oh, that works out. Yeah, just leave him to this corner. Yeah.
Not even a sweat.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how to do this in the without Katsu because Katsu I have a setup to kill them in like 2 dives. So I was like, how are you gonna do this?
Yeah, I just leave him to the corner.
Yeah, and if you tap them, their helmet comes off. They usually take 2 hits or a ground pound. So if you tap them, they only take 1 hit. So yeah.
Sprawling Savannah, this level is really cool, but I think we're just going to see a Toad appearance because it's a very big, very vast
Yeah.
level. And Toad's running is just unbeaten. Although, you know, maybe we'll see some vectoring. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is also like in my like when they advertise this game, this is like the level they show off pretty much. Oh, that was tight.
That was tight.
That was very close. Yeah, so this this green star here, we gotta jump back down. Can't use the Katsu to get up there. We gotta go down here like this. And yeah, go back up here. There's gonna be some bunnies we're gonna be catching here, and one of them will have one of them is gonna have a green star for us.
I wonder which one it is.
Maybe it's the one that's
Glowing green.
Yeah.
Also, interesting things here. Sometimes I see some runners just run, and sometimes I see them take the cannon.
Yeah, I'm not sure which way's faster. They both get you there like relatively quick in the Switch version because of the running speed. Yeah. Again, it's up to preference. Usually. All right, and this part right here, we gotta work with these cycles that we get. These moving cycles. You can pause them with the cursor, which we're gonna like happen to do by grabbing those green coins. But that was very clean.
Yeah, very clean level by Freezy. Then coming up.
I think the next one's
believe-
Cakewalk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cakewalk.
This
Which,
level
yeah,
is
is
kind of
anything
rough.
anything but a Cakewalk.
Yeah. And once again, if you play this in multiplayer, good luck.
Good luck.
This level is so hard in multiplayer.
I do have to give Nintendo props with the Switch version. They added online multiplayer. Day one when this game released, a bunch of speedrunners got together and we played this game through and with online co-op. And yeah, this level, it's something else in co-op. It's like a whole different level. Because every time you jump, these panels flip, and that's when anyone jumps. I didn't know that you worked on the sound design for this game. It's insane.
I did. Again,
Hex is built different too. It's crazy.
Another cool thing about the touchscreen is you can freeze that like not poison, but like that shock.
Yeah, like the
machine.
shockwave. Yeah,
It's pretty cool. Yeah, very, very clean level. Freezy made that look easy.
Yeah. Bonking on that, giving Peach a concussion.
No, it was just to avoid fireworks.
Oh yeah. Oh, at that, yeah, 345.
I'm telling you, Freezy does not make mistakes. Anything he does is intentional.
When he does, it's RNG manipulation. There's a boss coming up that we made, like, we have a joke that it's like RNG, like, but we found out, like, for the longest time we thought it was, but it's not. Like, it is actually, like, determined. But that's coming up in World 6. I'm getting ahead of myself.
5-7. This level, honestly, I don't know why they didn't make this the final level of the world. Like,
Yeah.
this would have cooked.
So that was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
I love this level. Yeah, we're gonna grab this. You can, like, barely make it up there by bouncing off the bullet bills with Luigi.
This is very hard, though.
But it's really, really tight.
Dude, the music, bro. Oh, my gosh. This game's music is so good. It's
Yeah.
slept on for sure.
Wait till you get to the final world, too. Like, the overworld is just, the world music is sick. Yeah, we didn't mention, like, the small, like, challenges in the mystery, like, those warp walks as well. They're just, like, 10-second challenges. They're challenges that you have 10 seconds to do and get a grease star.
whoop.
Oh, yeah, gotta lead these guys in here
Yeah.
to get this green. Oh, gotta lead another. There we go.
There we go.
Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes like they do their own thing. But yeah, there we go. That was again very clean. Oh. Oh wait, we got the fireworks.
He just wanted to show him off.
Yeah,
he just wanted to show him off. He's showing what happens if you don't skip the fireworks.
Honestly, great like on the fly thinking there. Yeah.
Then coming up is the final level, King Thunk's Castle.
Okay, King Thunk is so hard. Like if you
Yeah.
I think if
It's the most
Freezy
difficult
one-
boss in the game,
If
easily.
Freezy one-shots this, I'm going to be honest, we should get like a $5 donation train going. Like, I think you just have to donate $5. Again, it's not going to happen, though, because like everybody takes damage. He's
Yeah.
extremely difficult. I don't know, but like we said, Freezy's just built different. Like, he might just be able to break the curse.
Yeah, and any percent, that's why we kind of, it's good that they give us like a catsuit in the spare. If you just watch the NSMBW run, they don't have that luxury. You only get
Yeah.
one propeller.
Yeah, but we get two here.
Yeah, and so
Just-
it's
just
good
in case.
because we have to do the first part of World 6 with only one catsuit because of the boss.
Yeah.
But obviously, for Freezy, it's not an issue because there are no catsuits in this run.
Yeah. This shoutouts to this cycle that we're making here. Oh, that was perfect timing there.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to this cycle on the Wii U. I called this the God cycle because the character speeds were so slow. So only like top runners can make that cycle. So I was like, yeah, if you hit that cycle, you're a god.
Yeah. Now it's just peasant
Now,
cycle.
yeah, no peasant cycle. Yeah, I like that.
All right, let's see.
Whoa, everybody quiet. Okay, got the first hit. That's really good.
Some serious time here.
Yeah. I can't believe it. Wait.
Oh
Oh, my god.
my God.
Oh, first try.
Yo.
Scary boss, scary boss.
Absolutely.
Never seen
Scariest boss.
before.
Oh, like I said, I think you guys had to donate for that. Like there was so much that could have gone wrong there. I've never seen anybody not take damage on that fight. Absolutely built different. Nice.
Wait, I'm getting a call.
You get a
Yeah.
you getting a call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell him. Yeah, Freezy, the news station wants to interview you after that one.
They're hitting you up.
Gotta do the interview.
That was, yeah. So that fight, I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, they were not cooking.
Well, yeah, now we're moving on to World 6. World 6 is, like, pretty calm. World 7, that's where it all begins.
Yeah.
Like,
The World
7
7 gauntlet.
Yeah, World 7's rough. But World 6 also has some tough levels in as well, so yeah. We didn't even talk about clear pipes. These were introduced in 3D worlds.
They're pipes.
They're pipes
but
that are
they're
clear.
clear.
Yeah. So yeah, going to get this this first green star, we are going to skip the third one because it's relatively out
Really
of the
slow.
way. Yeah,
Oh, the music though,
yeah.
it's so good.
I'm glad you're mentioning it a lot because like it really does not get enough love and respect.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crime.
Yeah, it really is.
So yeah, coming up this wall, you're supposed to take clear pipes. Freezy's gonna take one, and then use these invisible blocks right here to kind of just go up the wall.
Yeah. There you go. Nice. Oh, we are getting this one. Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, and skipping the clear
Yeah,
pipe. Nice.
Very
that's
good.
That's actually really tight because if you like don't land on the edge, you go in and get damaged.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So now we have more of these like orange switches that we had to hit to unlock the warp block. So we had to go in the clear pipe for these.
Yeah, we have to worry about 2 cycles here, but I think Freezy went in just the right time to avoid both of them.
Yeah, just barely here, going right before the fuzzies. And it should perfectly line up, I think, actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can go ahead and go up and cut them off right before. There we go. Very nice.
Yeah, very good level by Freezy.
Captain Toad just having fun with that pipe over there. Like, just going in circles, doing donuts in the parking lot. Like,
It's funny when you just go in that pipe and like pass by him, he just starts doing like 360s.
yeah.
Also, we have $5 from Deathlord saying, "All right." I'm gonna assume that was for the Kink of Thunk.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for hopping in on that joke. I appreciate it. Sorry, not joke. That was super serious.
Oh, it was super serious.
Getting that interview right after this run. Everybody, we will take autographs afterwards.
Freezy does not sign autographs, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so 6-2. This level, I mean, it's not like the level we deserve. It's not even the level we ask for. It's just kind of the level we
get.
got.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
These guys are annoying to tap into off the edge. By the way, you can either like run into them or tap them off. You can also just skip that like part of the level.
Yeah, there is a green star in there, but 1, it's pretty difficult to grab without taking damage, and 2, it's very out of the way.
Yeah.
So that skip there, very good. And this is another, like as Joey was saying before, it's hard to tap these guys when the ship is rotating.
Yeah.
Because if you tap him and then the guy is up in the air, he will freeze instead of being tapped, and it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts on a spiritual level.
Yeah, it really hits you when you're down there.
That's it. That was a really good 6-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually if I don't have a backup mushroom, this is like a level where I can get one, because there's like a hidden block that just has a mushroom in that last arena part too.
Yeah.
All right, so coming up here, we have 2 different levels that we can go to, and yeah, like one of them's, I think you need 100 green stars for that one. Yeah.
We got $5 from Icy Core saying, "Big W on the run, Freezy. I'm on 5 hours of sleep, but it was worth it to make it to the run. Good luck and great job, comms, as well."
Yo, let's go. Thank you, Icy.
Yeah, shout out to Icy who did comms last night for Mario Kart Wii and showing up to waking up for this run. Appreciate it.
So 6-3, this is a level that usually is not in the 80% route, but in Itemless it's a lot easier because actually the other level, it's a raft level over poison,
Yeah.
and the only reason that's faster is because you can play really well and get a early raft that saves 20 seconds,
Yeah.
but only with the catsuit.
Yeah.
Without the catsuit, it's faster to do this level, which is hands-on haul.
Yeah. This one is really like showing you what all the touchscreen mechanics are about and stuff like that. We keep saying touchscreen, technically gyro, but like again, we played the Wii U version first, so I'm gonna keep calling it that. All right, we get propeller blocks here, which we can use to get that green star. And we're
And,
also just
yeah.
gonna skip the rest of the level, yeah.
you can actually make it from this part to the flagpoles. The flagpole's just on top. And that makes the level really, really quick, which
Yeah.
is really good.
Don't know if that was intended by the devs, but it's like really funny. If it wasn't, I don't know what they were thinking. So
After this, we're going to have Bullet Bill Base, which is 6-6, I believe, which is a fun level. We have a blockade before that,
Yeah,
though.
we got
and
Prince Bully.
yeah, boss fight here.
we joked about it, but I think there is some RNG in this level.
No, so we thought there was RNG to this level, to this boss, but the way that it works is the amount of time that you're in the box will determine the RNG. So it's actually like determined the whole way through.
Okay.
But basically, what you want to do it a specific way because you don't want him to go behind the
Yeah,
back
like
that.
right there.
Yeah, because that loses like 2 to 3 seconds. But sometimes if you don't do it the same way, it just happens. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, at the end of the it only loses like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
So it's really not
Yeah.
the end of the world.
And the other, I was gonna say, like, it's kind of harder to do the to get it consistently on the same side without a catsuit. With a catsuit, there's a setup and there's a way to attack him, so he'll always go to the same one each time.
And now we have 6-6, which is literally a catsuit intended level, which you're supposed to use the catsuit to climb on these moving conveyor belts that are on the wall. Obviously, Freezy will not be doing that, so it's going to be interesting to see how Freezy, Mario again, I guess,
Yep.
going to see how Freezy,
I like the I guess.
yeah, we'll see how Freezy avoids doing that.
Yeah, so we're gonna use these clouds here. This is like one of those levels that I actually like. It's so much different from any percent. So yeah, because we had to like climb up here with Mario uses railing here as well. Very nice. Barely a get up there.
Yep.
We have $25 from Guerrilla Warfare saying Miles Axelrod. We have $5 from Greed saying good luck and hello from the audience.
Hi, Greed. All right, so we have another green star coming up. Again, they want you to climb on these like moving walls, but we're not going to.
I'm gonna be very transparent in the fact that I did not even know the left side of this level existed. I have never taken this left.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this part of the level myself.
And
Yeah.
Freezy's just gonna come down here, grab a green star.
Yeah, and we can do some wall jumps to get back up here. Very
Dude,
nice.
the actual goat, bro.
Yeah, those are some 90-degree
Let's
wall
go.
jumps there.
Let's
Nice.
go.
All right, it might be the last time we see Mario this time. Unless maybe we might bring him back for one more level.
There's a really funny category extension for 3D World called Random Percent, which I actually really like. You do any percent, but you randomize your character in every level. And that's like the only... that's like one of the few times where I'm like, okay, I gotta get used to Mario.
Yeah, so Fuzzy Time Mine is a auto scroller, and there is a skip for this, but I think it's pretty much only done in any percent.
Yeah. It's also like really hard.
Yeah, it's very tough.
There's a lot of like really weird death planes when you're off screen. So I most people will say don't do it unless you have like a sub 135 I think is around when people recommend doing it, but yeah.
Yeah. So I have a $5 donation from Epic Crossover saying, shout out FreezyPop and the entire PACE community. Freezy, you've been doing excellent during this run. Best of luck, man. I'm so sleep deprived I also woke up for this.
Yo, let's go. Thank you, Epic.
Yeah, I think I also, like someone mentioned earlier, getting 5 hours sleep. I think I got like, maybe 4.
Honestly,
But I'm here. I'm out here supporting my boy Freezy.
I slept pretty well. I think I got 9 last night.
I wish I did.
It is possible if you like kind of go ahead of the screen, like what Freezy did there.
Yeah.
It's possible to like you reach a certain point, the camera pans up.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier in World 3 that you can kind of like push the auto scroll forward. And you can also do it here as well. Like get up to the top as quick as possible, and then it'll move it up forward so you can get to the door. There we go. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, very good by Freezy.
Yeah, so now we have I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah,
Mystery House.
Mystery House first. Yeah.
This one, this one's just pretty much the entirety of the thing is just gyro.
Yeah, this level is like really funny. They want you to throw these baseballs and stuff like that, but we can just use the gyro for it, as we saw earlier, and it makes some of them really easy.
Yeah, shoutouts to Ezra B for getting the first 0 in this level, which basically just means there was 10 seconds left on all of them. But, no one times it like that, so we joke around about that.
Yeah. So here's the first one. That's ironically, in my opinion, the harder one. Like,
Yeah.
and then wow, that was very difficult. This one we can't do it.
Yeah.
That's like the only one we're not gonna use touchscreen strats for. You're supposed to throw a ball down there, but who needs that?
Yeah,
And there we
very.
go.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. There we go.
Very, like, again, I don't know really what Nintendo was thinking with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just a nice little like those who know that you can do that. It's a
If
nice
you
quicker
know,
way. Yeah.
you know.
If you know, you know. All right, so now we have another auto scroller.
Yep.
This kind of like throws it back to what it was like in at the end of World 2. We have another tank level here.
Yeah, unfortunately, there really isn't much to say about this level. In my opinion, this is the worst level in the game.
Yeah,
there's no redeeming qualities.
Like you can grab these bombs. You can
You can make stairs.
Yeah, you
That's
can
the
make
only
stairs.
redeeming quality.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, like the only other thing is like you can push the auto scroller forward once in the entire level, and that's I guess twice because the end, but that's really it.
This level in regular any %, again, it's made even more horrible by the fact that it's pretty easy to get hit here, and you need catsuits going into World 7 because there are no catsuit refills in World 7.
But to be fair, this is kind of like the calm before the storm. Like you said, World 7 is very rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Music is good though. Shoutouts to the I forget what they're called, like those troopers that are walking and they're singing along with the music.
We have $15 from Draco5467 saying, woke up right early to be in person for this run, and I was not disappointed. Freezy has been making the game look super smooth. Good luck on the rest of the run, and the comms have also been great.
Well, let's go. Thank you, Draco.
Thank you, Draco. Shoutouts to Draco. He's in the audience. So, yeah, these Hammer Bros just chilling out with them.
Unfortunately, they just died by bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, then we're
Blown
gonna
up.
get this green star, then push the auto scroller forward by going to the pipe, and then finish it off. And
There we go.
Finally done. There we go. I do not like that level.
Yeah, I think my first ever run of this game, I died on this level like 5 times.
Oh, no.
So when I got the run back, I was just like, yeah, don't worry. I'm just going to be like minus like 12 minutes now.
Yeah. Sadly, 3D World loves auto scrollers. Like, there's a decent amount of them. Like, especially you do like 380 or 100%. There's like some that there's one in the special worlds that lasts like 3 minutes. Like, and yeah, that was Boom Boom's second version. And like Freezy said, it's actually easier than the first.
Yeah, one thing I found really funny about that boss fight is Freezy got some weird hits where he was like jumping up to the boss, and it looked like he should have taken damage, but he like clipped the front of the head, so he like, I don't know what happened there, but it works out.
Hitboxes in this game are something else. And shout out to Teal Fairy, my favorite fairy.
Oh yeah. And now we will be going into World 7.
Yeah.
Which is going to be... I mean, it's just the hardest world in the
Yeah.
run. Like,
Yeah.
World 7 and World 8 separate the experienced from the inexperienced. And it's honestly, I'm going to get heat for this, but I think it's a cool way to end the run.
Yeah.
Um,
Just kidding, by the way. But yeah, we do have one more thing for you. Shout out to Motley Boss. I don't know. Okay, so Motley Boss Bob's a unique boss, just like Histocrat to this game. And for some reason, Nintendo really hyped it up when the Wii U, the Wii U version was coming out, like when it was first coming out. They made like a top 10 cool things in this game, and one of them, they really hyped up Motley Boss Blob for some reason. So
I don't think he's worth. I think
He's
kinda
not worth the
overrated.
hype. Like,
They should be hyping up Freezy, not freaking Motley Boss Block.
yeah. So yeah, the way that this guy works is he just slams down. He jumps around the stage, slams down, pops out, and you hit him. So, fun fact, I don't know how many people know this. This is something I didn't know until Glunchman told me. But I thought it was random where Motley will pop out, but he will always go towards the middle of the stage.
Really?
Yeah, so like he will always go towards the direct center. So if you know that, you know where he's going to spawn. And you can see that right here. He's going to spawn right towards the middle, yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah, very good job there. We're going to see Motley Boss Bob again, and he's going to be much harder. Because he's actually going to have, like, shockwaves coming out. Oh, no, the toad's
so close. We just have the Toad Brigade now.
The whole squad's here.
Me pulling up to the pace menu.
me pulling up with the boys. When you tell the squad they're coming through. Alright, so now we have World 7. Yeah, we were talking before the run. Freezy was like, I really just hope World 7 goes well.
Yeah,
So
this is
here
the
we
part,
go.
like, when I get here, I'm just like, all right, it's time for the gauntlet now.
Yeah, shout out to World 7. It's killed too many runs. Yeah.
I think it's, like, super hard, but at the same time, like I said, it's a cool way to end the run.
It
I think
is
it's, like,
cool.
actually super fun to play.
I do like a lot of the levels in this world, to be fair, even though they are difficult. Alright, so yeah, starting off with 7-1 Fort Fire Bros. Like, this level, it's Fort Fire Bros.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not.
I do think it's like a memorable level at least. Like, I'm gonna skip going in that pipe here. Shout out to H. The H pipe.
Jack, we get an H.
Get an H in the chat. For some reason, if you kill the fire bro, it kills like the Goombas as well. I don't know why.
I'm not too sure either. I'm not complaining though.
Yeah.
Again, we have another one of these thin green stars that spawn coins. And what Freezy's going to do is this Goomba stack is going to have a fire bro on. He's going to jump back and forth. He's going to use the pipe that he comes out of to destroy the fire bro, which I think is pretty cool. Usually you would need like a cat suit or to just, you know, Freezy the Goat makes it.
With the Katsu, you can actually skip that, and it like
Yeah.
lost a second on Wii U, but it saves a second on Switch, and it's just funny how the iteration that went through. All right, so yeah, now we have, in my opinion, just because of how the Switch version is, I think this is like one of the most jankiest levels because of the boost pads.
Yeah, also, like, I think there's a thing where if you do an input and collect a green star on the same frame, your input just gets completely dropped.
I did not
and
know that.
Unfortunately, there is a part where there's, like, 3 boost panels you have to jump while getting a green star. So if you jump while collecting the green star, you will literally just fall off.
Yeah, and also like you have to jump like on the middle of these boost pads. If you jump on the edge, you like clip them, and like that'll also be your input. So there's a lot of times here where like you can die and it's just not your fault.
Yeah.
So there's the first one. The second one here, we're gonna be getting some more green coins. Again, this is just like Nintendo's favorite way of putting in green stars. Do a quick UE, a quick U-turn. All right, and this last one here is like the hard one. And just taking the damage, very clean. Nice.
Yeah, no, that was very good. Dude. We were over here like, oh, yeah, inputs get dropped, bro. Freezy's like, nah, we got this. Freezy's like, I got this.
I got this.
That last part when you come out of the clear pipe, I've died there before because I looked away when I was like reading chat. I was like, oh yeah, we finished the level. I was like, oh, never mind.
I gotta love when you lose time to reading chat. Then you can blame chat. It's all your guys' fault. You guys are being entertaining. I'm having a conversation. How dare we? This level also is pretty difficult. So
Yeah, this is probably, I mean, item list, this level is one of the hardest ones. So I think
definitely, yeah.
we'll probably like talk a little bit, but we'll let Freezy focus for a good part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, more green coins here. They want you to run on these platforms. Again, cursor strats all the way.
Also, Freezy's making sure to.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that was there. Oh dang.
That happens.
Yeah.
I still got the star.
No, he
Yeah.
just died there to show off that you do keep the green stars on death. So
Yeah.
it really isn't an issue.
He's dying there to show you the death animation because we haven't seen it yet.
True.
Yeah.
Was that? That was the
That was
first
the
death of
first
run?
death, yeah.
No, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, having your first death be in World 7 is like.
It's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
This run has been very clean.
And the cycles here are going to be a lot better because the cycles would still move when you're getting the green star. So it would be like a different pattern, but now the pattern off the death, since you don't have to get that green star, they're a lot better.
Yeah. I like just. I don't think I ever realized how loud the footsteps are in this
Yeah.
game. I mean, I'm just hearing it in my ear. All right, and this last part, just go watch out for these cycles. There we go, nice.
Literally no issue for the goat, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that definitely didn't even lose too much again, because like we said, it kept the green star. Yeah, we're gonna build up speed here. We are supposed to fight these guys, but barely. Nice.
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah, that is.
Bro, I
Very
clenched.
hard.
I clenched. I was clenching.
I was a little worried about that one. That's really like it's hard to hit that without like a cat swipe in the middle, like that can stall your like your. What am I trying to say? It stalls you in the air more. So getting that itemless first try, very clean.
All right. Now we have 2 blockades, although we only have to do 1 because we're going to be making a choice which path we want to go down. We're going to go on the left path because the level here is a lot faster. The other one's like a water level.
Like a 3-minute water level.
Yeah, no, it's-
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the left path also has the pathway to Captain Toad as well.
It is possible to one-cycle this boss, but it's not easy because essentially, like, the way these fireballs are thrown.
It is RNG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but we're getting the one cycle,
dude,
I think.
Literally the goat,
As long
bro.
as long as we don't get the get hit here, should be good. Let's go one cycle.
Actually, just the goat,
nice.
bro. Actually, just the goat.
Yeah, so that's actually really hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like some people have like a setup where you throw it to like the corner, or you can just hope that he doesn't hit it, which worked there. That like good RNG.
Yeah, I kind of just hope.
Yeah.
Pretty much when
hope
I
and
get
pray.
there.
Yeah. And that saves like 10 seconds. You lose like 10 seconds every time that you have to wait another cycle. You have to wait for more boulders to spawn out.
All right, Trick Trap Tower. This one, I don't know. This was a, I don't know. Again, this is kind of the level like we didn't want or need. We just kind of got.
We just have here, yeah.
But, you know.
Have a nice little itemless jump here. There we go.
Unfortunately, we would usually climb up the side of the tower, but
Yeah.
there is no climbing.
I was gonna say we get to use these swamps here actually.
That. Okay.
Just give him a little tap there. I thought you were just waiting under there. I was like, what's going on? All right, nice. Kill those Kameks, get a green star. Do anything in this game for some reason, get a green star. We're supposed to ride that gondola.
You don't need to.
You don't need to. Who needs that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this
Yeah,
just in
that's
case.
fair.
Honestly,
That's
can't
what-
blame him.
That's why we have it. So right here, we're going to be going up and down this tower. We need to get the, as I like to call them, the lock switches. I have no idea what they're actually called. But
I just call them key coins.
oh, yeah, that's fair.
And in this little cubby right here, there is a green star.
Yeah, which you can, a lot of people think you need the cat suit for that. You can just tap the blocks with the gyro. All right, and now we got to run because the poison is coming.
Man, you gonna have to run.
But thankfully, Freezy is playing as like literally the fastest thing in the world, Toad. So.
Dude, move over, Sonic. We
That-
got a
yeah.
new blue blur in town.
And there we go. Look, you said you were worried about World 7, but you're honestly
Dude,
killing
he's
it
killing
right now. Like, yeah.
This is like the one level I was worried about.
No, that's
Yeah,
fair.
All right, so we have Captain Toad after the next level. Yeah. Oh no, it is after this level. I'm blanking.
Yeah, this name of this level is probably my favorite name. Captain Toad gets thwomped.
Wait, is that actually the name?
Yes.
I don't look at the names like ever.
Captain Toad gets thwomped. Make of that what you will.
I didn't. Okay. I love the localization name. Love it. And this is the last time we'll see Captain Toad as well. Also, I gotta give a shout out to community here again. So when you select, or when we do a Captain Toad level, he says Diaper Adventure. So that's what I call these levels, the Diaper Adventures.
Also, one thing that we have not explained until now is every time Freezy's on the character select screen, it gives you like 4 ticks of, you know, deciding what to choose as your character.
Yeah.
If you press B, which opens the character select menu, and then press A on the same character, it'll skip about 2 of those ticks every time.
Yeah.
So it's a lot faster to do that.
Yeah. And once again, small thing adds up with the course of the run, and it's also like just super easy to do.
I'm sorry, I just like how close Freezy was to that bullet bill.
I looked over at Hexy's like tensing up, like.
And then now we're gonna have 7-7, which is, you know, I said 4-4 was my favorite level. 7-7 is my second favorite level.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I don't think I've ever heard that. So
I love 7-7.
7-7 is a really good level.
yeah, it's good. I don't think I've ever heard someone say it's like one of their favorites. And yeah, the game wants you to get a boomerang flower. We're not gonna get a boomerang flower.
Why not? I mean, it's right there.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
It's
Honestly,
early enough.
Freezy just wanted to take a quick dip in the,
Yeah.
in the lava.
Again, it literally is gonna lose him like nothing.
Nothing, yeah. Honestly, to be fair, Toad's speed sometimes is too much to handle. Oh, that's so tight. Yeah,
It's a really tight jump.
All right. Like I said, you're supposed to have a boomerang for that. We're not gonna grab it, so because it's itemless. Shout out to these guys. They're Blargs, best like enemy name out there. And also, if one of them kills you, they are a one-shot kill.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be some at the end of this level, and if they hit you, you're dead.
I think though, you know, all I'm saying is Toad fast.
Yeah,
It ain't an issue. And that's 7-7. Yeah,
Nice.
very good level
Very
by
good.
Freezy.
And then we have 7 castles coming up. We're at the first time we're gonna fight Bowser. You're supposed to fight him in World 1.
We didn't.
We just skipped that. Yeah. Bowser and his Ford Mustang coming up here, like.
Yeah. This is like one of the instances where I forgot to mention, like, when you die in this game while collecting like a green star, you get to save it as opposed to like the Wii U version where you have to like recollect it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like actually using that to get the last star in this level.
Yeah, because again, you're either supposed to use the boomerang flower, or some people call him player 2 and just throw them off the edge. So either way works. But like Freezy said, we're gonna do this single player, just take the death. And there's also a checkpoint right beforehand too. So yeah. Also, this green star, I hate getting this itemless. But you just
made
nail
look
it.
easy, bro.
Nail
Like
it every
he
time.
literally is just.
He can't miss.
He is him. He is him.
All right, grab this checkpoint. Shoutouts to when I played this with multiplayer, because everybody just kind of fights for who's gonna get this one and just jumps off, takes the leap. There we go. Also, we have lives to spare. Like.
Yeah, no, Freezy is so chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked earlier about how the jump height was.
Oh yeah, gonna get this mushroom here.
Yeah.
We talked earlier how about the jump height was decreased. That actually is one of the things that that spot where all the fire enemies come out. That's one of the instances where it actually is not good, because what you could do before is you could hover over all those enemies, but on the Switch version you can't.
Yeah.
Because of the slight decrease in the jump height.
So now we have Bowser. And the way that this fight works is he's going to throw out these soccer balls. We're just going to tap him back into him. He usually takes either 9 hits to the car or 3 hits to like himself. So if you just do it the way that Freezy's doing, It does require a little bit of practice to get it, but again, Freezy's got this.
Also, these soccer balls were made in a factory. A bomb factory. They're bombs.
Gotta meet the SpongeBob.
And this is the end of World 7. I mean, guys, can we get a round of applause for Freezy on that World 7, bro? That World 7 was so clean.
Also, yeah, you can see the 2 spots where the Sprixies are missing. No one bats an eye.
And yeah, and that's the end of the game. So,
yeah,
you know, time will be coming up in about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this was a really clean run.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Freezy. Thank you, Pace, for having us. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What's going on?
Oh, well.
Wait, what?
I guess we're going to be here a little while longer.
Yeah. I was about to say an hour underestimate.
Yeah, no,
like, that's
so,
crazy.
Yeah. No, there is an 8th world. The game wants you to think that the game is over. We're better than that.
They always got to do the fake out.
Yeah.
It's the Nintendo classic, especially with Mario. Also, I'm going to ask for quiet here because I love the beginning of this world's music. It's very good. When we get to it.
Yeah, this clear pipe is now there. That wasn't there before. And I wonder where it's going to take us.
Like, we all know how to count, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, castle. Like this is first grade, and you know what comes next.
After
like,
castle?
Yeah, we all know what comes next. We'll find out in a second.
We will.
But yeah, everybody at home, get your guesses in, and also listen to this music when it comes up. It's so good. Welcome to Bowser Land, everybody.
Yep, World Bowser.
World Bowser.
And we start off with Spiky Spike Bridge, which this level is sick.
Well, you get like Captain Code gets swamped, and then you get Spiky Spike Bridge. Like, also, you're supposed to use these boxes. We're not going to. Boxless all the way. The solo is kind of difficult because you get these spikes as well. They are on cycles. You gotta watch out for them. I see the cat jams rolling in for more Bowser music.
Yeah, you skip a couple of these boxes. Freezy did at the start.
Yeah.
If you don't have to take them, then you probably shouldn't. They're not slow, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that one you can skip, but you run the risk of bonking and dying, so not always the best. Yeah. Grab the star here for safety. Yeah.
Freezy using some star strats.
Whoa.
He backs these up. He backs these up,
Yeah,
bro.
I was gonna say
He literally wins these.
Maybe a little worried there.
And do you want to know something funny? He lost no time because of that.
Yeah. So because we gotta wait for this anyway.
Yeah.
And we're gonna skip this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. I thought you were gonna jump to the pole.
Yeah, I didn't have enough speed there.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna like take a lap. Like.
And that's 8-1. So we will see Plessy again very soon in 8-2. And there's actually a strat at the beginning of this level where there's a green star up in the air. And for the longest time, I couldn't do it. Someone in my chat came in and was like, bro, don't touch the control stick.
Yeah,
and I got it first try. That's the strat. You just don't touch the control stick.
So there was like a PACE event like a while back. There were people like doing their first ever 3D world run, and I thought that was really cool. And they were like, man, I'm struggling on this. Like, do you know how to get this? I'm like, just don't touch the control stick at all, man. Just jump and that's it. Oh, that was weird. Just teleport up there. Like, I'm glad we get to see this level though, because we get to see Plessy one more time.
Yeah, it's possible to do Cookie Cogworks, which is the opposite level, but that's mostly reserved for any percent.
I was gonna say, yeah, the cat suit, yeah, makes that level way easier. This one is just better for itemless in general.
Also, these Bowser statues, it is possible for them to bonk you off. Their hitbox is a lot bigger than what may seem.
Yeah.
And when that happens, it's painful. Obviously, we don't have to worry about it here because
we're not getting stamped. Yeah. And then the last green star here, we're gonna hit this Bowser statue, and it's gonna spawn a green star. We can't go too fast though, because we gotta wait for it to spawn. There we go.
Yeah, I think doing Cookie Cogworks over this level only saves around like 20 seconds.
Yeah, in at 8%, I think it's like 10 to 20, yeah, around that. And that's if it's done like really well. Yeah. And now we get a nice little slide on the grassy slope, which probably hurts a little bit, but
Nah.
for Toad. But yeah, very good. And that sadly, goodbye to Plessy. Won't be seeing them again.
We gave Plessy a nice hit pat.
That is true. The goodest of dinosaurs.
Yep. And then now we have yet another auto-scroller,
Yeah.
unfortunately. This one's kind of... It's not that long. Like, this is
one's-
probably the shortest one
This
out
one's
of
pretty
the...
chill. Again, this one's kind of like World 3. Yeah.
Yeah. A little mini train. And then after that, we get to 8-4 and 8-6. Two of the most interesting levels.
The most notorious levels,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of people don't like these levels. Alright, so welcome all aboard the Bowser Express. Here's the one place where you can push the auto-scroller forward until the end.
Yep.
And goodbye, Goomba. Get
Goomba is not good at jump rope, let me say.
Rick, do you want to show off that you can tap the sunglasses off these
Oh, yeah.
contours? Yeah.
Yep.
They're the goofiest looking guys.
Shout
in
out to
the world.
Priceless Nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love tapping the sunglasses off them because their eyes are just like bug-eyed. And yeah, we're just chilling with this coin block. The coin block does actually give you an extra hit, by the way. So like, if for some reason you get hit on the auto scroller, like grabbing the coin block's always a safe thing. So yeah.
Yeah, and obviously the coin box is a limited time item, so...
Yeah.
And here's the green star. Just get out of there.
That hammer bro can snipe you. It's a
Yeah.
lot more likely than you think.
Yeah, the guy guarding the green star had no chance. Like as soon as he saw Toad, Toad bopped on the head. All right, so this is the second pom pom, and she's way harder this time. Spawns way more of them. It's extremely hard to tell which one's which. So we're basically just gonna be reacting to it as she shows up. But that was really good RNG.
No, that was clean.
Yeah.
That was so clean.
That was really good luck there. And really good reaction timing too. You went to her faster than I could see, so like.
Yeah, I'm glad to get good pom-pom RNG this time because, like, in practice runs like this past like couple of weeks, it's been really bad there.
I remember watching one that was like she just spawned on the opposite end each time. I'm like, dang.
And yeah, that was the Bowser Express. Now we're going to 8-4 Footlight Lane. This level is, you know, when you're speedrunning, you pretty much know where everything is. But itemless is going to be a lot different because with the catsuit, you can skip large gaps. You can't really do that with just Toad. So
Yeah.
I think, you know, it's been a while since I've seen this level in its entirety.
In its entirety, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this level is definitely like way harder itemless than just any percent for sure. Just tapping these swamps again just stalls them out a little bit. We're gonna get the star here. You can also tap the floor to make it more of it show up. So that's something that a lot of people don't know. Oh, nice.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
that
have
was, like,
some
the-
iframes still left on it.
That was like the last. That was probably like the last second that you could have done that.
I have
wow,
never
you-
seen that before.
Yeah, like you probably have like.
I'm seeing things that I have never seen.
Again, I thought you were gonna get hit there too. So yeah. Yeah, like once the star runs out, like the music stops, you still probably have like 1 or 2 seconds afterwards to still have your invincibility. And we're gonna go for a little jump here. Very nice. Just cut that corner.
Yeah, no, that was clean.
Yeah.
So clean.
Yeah. Honestly, again,
There we
this
go.
has been a really good run.
Yeah, that's been really good.
All right, so this next level is the brick level.
The brick level.
Oh wait, no, sorry. There's a ghost house first.
Yeah, ghost house.
It's forgettable. Like I just forgot it existed. So this is another one that we kind of have to just wait out on the platforms. We can skip a little bit of them, like we can just jump ahead of them. But other than that, we're just gonna be vibing on them for a little bit. Again, the music's so good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Beam in the dark. This is there's another switch in this level for a stamp. Again, we're not going to worry about it. It's fittingly Luigi's stamp.
So now we're just gonna chill here for a little bit. Yeah, if you have any donations, now's a good time to get them in. If you know.
You want us to read them out before the end of the run because we are coming up to the end of the run.
Yep.
Yeah. Only like, because like the next level is the last like full level before the final boss. We do have like mini boss fights, but that's really it. Nice side flip.
Yeah, very good.
For style.
I love side flip.
Yeah.
Side flip's like one of my favorite thing in 3D Mario
I
games.
agree, yeah. We did that power block. Goodbye, dry bones. So long.
No, I'm still mad at Mr. Bones for making me play an extra board in Mario Party in my run.
Yeah. Shout outs to the quadfecta that you did.
Yeah.
Freezy did all 4 GameCube Mario Parties back to back in a very long run recently. It was crazy. Mario Party speedruns are something else.
If you're ever wondering why Freezy has so much patience and remains so calm, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Speedrunning Mario Party does something to you. Makes everything else look easy by comparison.
It just makes RNG just like not affect you anymore.
Yeah, just know which door is the right one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get the jump there. When you come out of that like first door, sometimes you can just jump on the candle and just skip that door below.
Yeah, when you come out the door, like you basically the game acts like you're like thinks that you're on solid ground because you came out the door, so you can jump. But yeah, it's all good. And yeah, this one you can skip this ride with a catsuit, but like it's also very hard with the catsuit anyway. So yeah. And we're just all having a party here with the dry bones. The whole squad is here. Wait, where did the other one fell off? I guess. Never mind. Okay, there goes that one, and we can just make the jump now. Nice.
There we go.
Very good.
Oh.
Just bogged into the door. And this is, I thought you were going to get the top. I was going to be like, this is the only time you'll see the top of the flagpole. Nope.
Yep. So there we go. That's 8-6 done. I mean, now we're pretty much in the home stretch.
Yeah.
We're at the last bit of the run.
Yeah, this level sucks, by the way. This is how coming
Yeah, this level's kind of tough.
Yeah, this level's really rough on the Switch. Like the next main level I'm talking about, because on the Switch version, because they up the running speed, those blocks that are going to be coming up are not really built for it. So if you like walk or run too much, or if you run, you risk just like getting popped off the block, basically.
So this is actually called Mystery House Claw Climb.
Guess what we're not doing?
Yeah. Freezy is going to be doing it without the catsuit.
I'd say this is like one of the harder ones to do.
Oh,
on
for
this,
sure.
Yeah.
This
Especially
level,
the
for the
ending.
longest time on the Wii U version, because you didn't have the mid-air dive, it was theorized that you could do this level for some extra green stars, and there was like the jump, which essentially would kill every run. Shout out to QRL Storm, by the way.
Yeah, honestly, like one of the best when it comes to itemless. On the Wii U, doesn't run Switch very much.
Yeah, QRL Storm and Josure were the two, like, they were the two itemless runners before it became cool.
Back then, it was called Mario Percent or whatever. Mario Percent, no power-ups. Yeah. Got these beat blocks. We haven't really seen them too much. But
Yeah.
They just go with. You see what they do. Yeah.
They're blocks and they beat.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, do I need to explain it? Going off the sign here,
That's
very
an
nice.
insane strat.
That's
I
such
did
a
not
cool-
know that that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a cool strat. I've seen Freezy do that before.
Dude, Freezy's just the innovator, man.
You
And
showed me
here's the
some
last part.
strats that I never thought to do before. Yeah, this is like the hard one, by the way. Is this one? And look at the timer. Oh,
literally,
dude.
literally,
Oh my God.
hey, let's get a round of applause.
That was close.
Dude, it's literally nothing for the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
He was ready for it.
That's what I mean by that level's so hard, because like you can barely make that last green star.
Yeah, I've missed that one so many times.
Yeah.
Like I've just like routed in an extra green star, so like if I miss it, I'll just get all 3 in this like next level instead.
That level is like the one that like scares me of doing
Oh, yeah.
item lists. Yeah.
No, it is a rough level.
That level in 1-2, getting up to the pipe, because I'm not good at that jump.
So Grumble Up Inferno is the level with the these blocks. Freezy, if you ground pound them, they move twice as fast. But again, like Joey was saying, the running speed was upped, so it's a lot easier to go so fast you just fall off the block.
There's so many clips of people just like if you run a little too early, you just get popped off, and it's really annoying. Very good timing there to get another ground pound. It does save like 2 or 3 seconds each time you do that, because it speeds up the block. Right here, who needs this? Very good.
Nice.
Again, Peach's Flutter coming in very handy right now. Basically like a Tanuki suit when you don't have a Tanuki suit. Yep. And then we gotta ride this one out. There is a skip you can do, but again, item list doesn't allow for that. So we just gotta dodge this guy. These guys are really annoying to dodge sometimes. So
They somehow always find a way to hit you. I don't know what it is.
But Freezy's just built
Nah, he's
different.
literally
Like,
just the GOAT.
We've been saying it the whole time. Also, if we haven't said it already, make sure you drop Freezy a follow
Yes,
as well.
please.
And we're gonna skip that one because Freezy was able to get that last green star in the mystery house, so we don't need it. We're gonna be able to end perfectly on 170. And you can either ground pound this block, but this one specifically is just really, really annoying, so we're not going to. Alright. And I don't want to jinx it, but very nice. Alright.
There we go.
Good. Again, it's very easy to die on these blocks, so that was very good. Nice. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's
so we
it.
got 2 bosses, and then the final level.
Yep.
And they're both the ones we've seen before. It's Histocrat again. Sorry, Mistocrat now, because it's the you know, the female variation. Then we have Motley Boss Bob again, but with shockwaves.
So yeah, I mean, we're in the closing last like 10 minutes of the run.
Yeah.
So we will be done relatively soon. This run has been, again, it's impossible to overstate how clean this run has been thus far.
Freezy, what's your PB again?
It's 150-10.
Okay.
We're gonna be like pretty close to it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a really clean run.
Yeah, there's still a chance to PB.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to see. All right.
So
we have to-
yeah, Freezy's going to be getting the double cherry here. Double cherry is good because, you know, it kind of gives you some more hits in a way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, this boss is pretty annoying, especially with the shockwaves. I think this like this is one of the few bosses that I think is harder the second time around than the first time around. Yeah. Ironically, some of them it's the opposite. And goodbye, Toads. Some of them at least.
Yeah, very, very clean.
Yep. Oh, got to get in there. Nice. Shout out to Pipeless Nightmare.
What?
Have you not heard that
No.
before? Okay, we were doing a multiplayer, like a day 2 multiplayer online co-op run of this game, and Priceless just could not get in the pipe, and he commented on the video that was made of it and said, "That's Pipeless Nightmare right there." So anytime I just like ground pound next to the pipe, I always gotta shout out Priceless. All right, and now we have Histocrat. Once again, we can do the exact same cheese as before. So I'm gonna swap back to Luigi. Nice, and yeah, use up the mushroom.
Yeah.
Nice backflip into it. Oh, nice. All right, good. She, yeah, for some reason, Histocrat always like does a turnaround the first time, but if you're quick enough, doesn't have time to do it the second and third time. Yeah, very clean there. Very nice.
It sucks that you don't get to hear this song that often. 'Cause
Yeah,
this song's really good.
I was gonna actually mention that, yeah. All right, and we got one more.
One more level.
One more level, and this is why we needed 170 green stars. We're gonna have a barrier that we need to open up here. So yeah, but thankfully we're gonna end perfectly on 170.
Yep. And then this is it. This is the last stop, the final level.
Don't mind Hex stretching.
Sorry. Yeah, no, so this level, it's weird because it's like half level and then half auto-scroller, but the auto-scroller's so hype we don't even care. Like,
Yeah.
it's sick.
I gotta say, like, I love the final boss design in this game. I think it's really cool because no spoilers in case you haven't seen it, and if you want to be surprised, but Bowser's gonna use some power-ups that we haven't used, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's why he's the final boss of Itemless, because he's using the items and we don't like that.
We're going to teach this filthy item user a lesson.
What lesson? Yeah.
Can't believe Bowser's cheating in item
I
list.
know.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Ruin the flow of the run and everything. Like, why would he do that? Also, yeah, we don't need green stars now, so now it's just all about beating the level. And time is going to be in a couple minutes from now, but it's a really weird timing for it is when we grab the flagpole. It's not when we beat Bowser. There's a little bit more after. Nice little spin for Captain Toad. Oh, dang. Okay.
Oh,
All
my
right.
goodness.
50-50 rail grinding. Out here with Tony Hawk and everything.
Listen, he's just trying to add some suspense for the end of the run.
And
I respect it.
yeah. Keeping us all on our feet once again. And yeah, I do believe this is PvP pace.
There's
Like,
a funny thing here. Little interjection. There's a funny thing where I've seen this happen to so many people. There's a thing called vectoring where you go from side to side. You saw what Freezy was doing there. If you vector too fast, this will start and you will just die. Like,
Oh,
you will
really?
just die. You will literally, the autoscroller will start and you'll just see the too bad and die. And I don't know what causes it. I think the community might, but it's the funniest yet the most heartbreaking thing. Because imagine going that entire run just to die, and you spawn all the way back to the beginning, by the way. All the way back to
Yeah.
the beginning.
wait, are you talking about the ending of like the whole fight or
No,
like the beginning?
the beginning right here.
Oh, okay, because there is another case scenario. It's multiplayer only. Like if you're playing like I think 4 players, or I think it's even in 2 players. If you do the end of this fight, like it's gonna end with a power block. If you get up to that part too quick, it will rotate the camera, and it just kills everyone. So that's only if like you're as fast as possible though. So yeah.
Also, shout out to Jado playing Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, also up here, if you start running before the camera pans up, you'll start running to the side, and if you do it for too long, you will die.
Yeah.
That has happened to me before.
Yeah, this game's perfect with no flaws.
Perfect.
In all seriousness, though, before we get to the end, I do once again want to say we have a Discord for 3D World, Bowser's Fury, like Wii U version, like all that's combined. If you want to run this game, itemless, with items, definitely join the Discord again. And again, shout out to Freezy for letting us commentate. You're killing this run.
No, Freezy is killing it right now.
Yeah,
there's
thank
a
y'all
little
for
bit of an
commentating.
autoscroller here. There's a bit
Oh,
of an
of course,
auto-scroller here. Not much Freezy can do. You can skip this with the catsuit, but I'm not even going to say it at this point. It should be
Yeah.
increasingly obvious.
Yeah. Also, what up, Bowser? So yeah,
What's up, Bowser?
Bowser, aka Meowser here, using both the catsuit, which we didn't see, and the double cherry, which we did see. So the 2 power-ups that were new to this game. It's a cool way that they do this boss. I like it. And nice, we got to the top.
Yeah.
And now we have one final climb, and I don't want to jinx
Yeah,
anything.
let's not say
Yeah,
anything
I'm not
just
saying
yet.
anything, but maybe. And there we got a giant power block up here to get them all off this tower. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's
go. And with
Freezy.
that is a sub
Congratulations.
150.
That's
just got
definitely
a
going to be a
149.
PB. Yeah.
Let's go.
Dude.
That's the time I was trying to get
Bro.
before.
Let's get a round of
Bro.
applause for Freezy.
Yo, guys,
we're not
we're not done yet.
We're not done yet, by the way. Timer's still going, but that is a 149.
Guys, I don't think we understand the gravity of the situation right now. Freezy just PB'd a run, one of the hardest 3D World runs, in front of a live marathon, and you also started the run at like 8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
We got to get some round of applause once the run is done.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly killed it.
Like, he's him. He's
him.
him.
He's
I
him.
don't know what else to say. There is actually just nothing
Yeah,
else
so
I
get
can
ready
say.
on time here in a couple seconds, so yeah. And as soon as you hit the flag,
And
Time. Wow.
And that's a
I
new
didn't think I was
PB,
going to get
dude.
that sub 150.
that is crazy.
He's so good.
149.34. Let's go.
Yeah, I am beyond impressed.
Yeah.
I will say that. That was possibly one of the best.
Hey, so Freezy,
Marathon
I know,
runs.
I know. On stream, you said you wanted sub 150 before pace. How about at pace? Is that
That's
like,
perfect.
does that work for
That
you?
works
Yeah. There you go.
Let's go. No, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the run. Like, huge shout outs. Thank you, Hex. Thank you, Joey. Thank you both for commentating.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for in the
I got
crowd
you,
for
man.
being here.
No.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thanks
everybody-
to 3D World for being, super awesome game. I really want to go back and do any percent, learn 380 star and everything. So I'm probably gonna keep going with this game for a while too.
Yeah, definitely make sure to check out Freezy.
Yeah, I'm posting a link in the chat right now. Please follow Freezy. Like, I'm telling you, everybody watching the stream right now, click the link, follow Freezy right now.
One of the most
If
genuine people in the world.
If that performance didn't motivate you to follow Freezy already, I don't know what else could. Like, genuinely. So hit him up. He's an awesome guy. One of my favorite people in the speedrunning community, and I guarantee if you watch him consistently, you'll have the same opinion. Just all around awesome guy. Goated at speedrunning.
Go to
What
that
more is there
Mario,
to say?
go to that Sonic, go to that multiple Mario Party, as we said.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed that run as much as I did, and I assume as much as Joey did.
Definitely.
That was a spectacular showing of everything 3D World has to
Love
offer.
to see the sub 150 here on the stage. That's crazy, and the PB alongside it, just in general.
Yeah.
So congrats, great run, Freezy. And with that, that's it for me. Do you have any shout-outs?
No, my only shout-out is to Freezy. I mean, that run was
Yeah.
just incredible. No, seriously, that was awesome. I couldn't think of a better guy to have it happen to. That was sick.
Yeah. So yeah,
Thank
thanks
you
for
guys
watching.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. See ya.